Here you have two cannabis farmers out of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Erastus Robertson and Bobbis Matthews. Bobbis Matthews was conducting his routine inspection, removing male plants from his crop when he recalled a time not too long ago that the idea of having cannabis farm in a residential area was unthinkable. Like many other cannabis farmers, Ras Matthews spent many years hiding illegal cannabis fields deep in the mountains from US-backed anti-narcotics operations that destroyed millions of dollars worth of plant. He said that it was very hard back then. At least 3 times a year, US helicopters would come and tear down their plants. And in those days, it felt like you couldn't even say the word marijuana because just saying marijuana could get you arrested. Ras, Bobbis, and Matthews do not only see the plant as an income stream, they also pointed out the medical benefits that science is now discovering that has always been common knowledge to the Rastafarian communities. The Ras pointed out that the Rastafarian communities sees the plant as a sacred gift, not just for recreation and religious experiences, but also as a treatment for pain, asthma, epilepsy, and other ailments. In SVG, or St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the government is backing their efforts to promote the benefits of marijuana and create a flourishing medical marijuana industry. Kudos to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. This should have happened a long time ago, but I know how it is. The Caribbean somewhat had to wait for others to give the green light, but there's strength in unity, so we don't necessarily have to wait. Where there's unity, there's strength. In December 2018, the country offered amnesty to traditional farmers, decriminalizing the use of the plant, and passed laws to establish a medical cannabis industry and an authority to oversee and regulate it. Today, farmers can get a free license with a subsidized application fee of 100 Eastern Caribbean dollars, or 30 pounds, or 37 US dollars. And companies on the island producing marijuana products must buy 10% of their plants from traditional farmers. It was a few years ago when I first heard the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Ralph Gonsalves, make a speech. This was during the Crime Against Violence Symposium in Trinidad and Tobago. And I took to a lot of what he said. He seemed like he's a down-to-earth, common sense person. In addition to some of these benefits that I just mentioned, the fact that companies on the island producing marijuana products must buy 10% of their plants from traditional farmers, and that farmers can get free license with a small subsidized application fee, people are allowed to have up to 56 grams of cannabis, but there are still some limitations on public use. Dr. Gerald Thompson, who is the CEO of St. Vincent and the Grenadines Cannabis Authority, said that the historic change was made after consultations with the Rastafarian community and traditional farmers. Dr. Thompson is an infectious disease and immunology doctor, and he's a passionate proponent of the benefits of cannabis and believes that St. Vincent and the Grenadines can share in a trade that is becoming more and more lucrative. However, he said, St. Vincent and the Grenadines and other Caribbean countries wanting to market cannabis would also have to compete with more prosperous countries like Canada, which, according to statistics, saw an all-time high in sales of legal adult cannabis in 2023, reaching $5.2 billion. And that is because of the size and population of Canada. They have the people, but the Caribbean islands are tiny, with a few thousand people or a few 100,000 people. So the market is very small, and there's still some limitation on international exports. So one of his aims for the recent Cannabis Festival in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, which included regional trade experts, was to determine how inter-Caribbean trade could work. The Caribbean is poised to become the first intensive zone of medical cannabis legalization in the world. Jamaica was the first in 2015. Kudos to Jamaica in leading the way on that. Followed by St. Vincent and the Grenadines in 2018. And since then, more islands have followed, including Antigua, Barbados, and St. Kitts and Nevis. Other Caribbean countries have decriminalized or are looking to decriminalize for recreational and spiritual use and establish medical cannabis industries and regulatory authorities. But there are still many hurdles. Dr. Thompson said that in addition to climate vulnerabilities, lack of capital and small population can hamper the industry's development, and that the solution may be to focus on tourism's unique selling points, such as St. Vincent and the Grenadines undersoil volcanic soil, which is ideal for producing a high-quality cannabis harvest. Anderson soil, a highly porous, dark-colored soil developed from parent materials of volcanic origin. The doctor said that if you have a nation with 60, 70, or 100 million people, you have a good international market. But we, meaning us in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, we don't have the vast internal market, so visitors are an essential source of sales. The goal of St. Vincent and the Grenadines is to build a reputation as a high-quality producing nation with high-quality manufactured products. This will boost the regional international experts and benefit the traditional cultivators. Now, the reason that 1% rule the world, these 1% stop worrying about the rest of their folks and their people. They realize that some of their people was a lost cause. And so the like-minded people decided to come together and rule the world. Same way, Caribbean Vanguard, like-minded individual, we need to come together, forget about the masses. The masses, the majority of the people, are there to be utilized by the smart ones, or the ones who decide to unify. It only takes a few of us. So those of us who see what's going on, we start putting our minds together. And each country, create those bubbles. In your country, create a bubble where one or two like-minded people decide to work together. And then we expand that bubble, put our differences aside, and spread our love throughout the Caribbean. And not fall for the nationalism bullcrap that keeps us divided, because at the end of the day, we are a people. We are one people. That's how it was, and that is how it is. So we cannot allow flags to divide us, right? We cannot allow flag to divide us. Like Black Stalin say, one people, same ship, same destiny. We are the same people. So we simply need to get a few of us together, the like-minded people, continue working together, forget about the masses, the large majority, because once we get our mind together, we're going to have a lot of leverage. Quality over quantity.